What does it really, what does it take to build that kind of lasting stardom? Not just in one area, but to make a real mark across different fields that seem worlds apart. Today, we're doing a deep dive into someone who embodies that, Hema Malini. I mean, the name itself brings up Indian cinema, classical dance, even politics. And for this exploration, we're grounding ourselves in one specific source. It's a document called Hema Malini Joy, a Brita Japani, Bapani, Kani, Chinawane, Tenea, Tene, which basically translates to Hema Malini from a traditional family to Bollywood.
Exactly. And our mission here really is to dig into this document and pull out the surprising bits, the key moments. We want to understand not just what she did, but, how did she make that leap from this young woman, traditional background, to this multifaceted icon we know today. It's a fascinating story, and I think there are some real lessons in there for you about bouncing back and, reinventing yourself.
Okay, so let's start at the beginning then. Her origins. The document says she was born November 16th, 1948. The place is given as place name and state name, and it describes her family as, traditional.
Right, which, sounds like a fairly typical starting point for many people trying to break into the arts back then. But her journey quickly takes a turn that's, not so typical.
Yeah, this is where it gets really interesting based on this source. So in 1962, she makes her first film attempt, a movie called 333. But, and this is kind of astonishing, despite actually making her debut, the document highlights a huge setback. She got some brutal feedback. The director apparently just said flat out, she is not suitable, she has no future.
Wow, no future. Can you imagine hearing that right at the very start?
Exactly.
It really makes you stop and think, doesn't it? How many people face that kind of dismissal early on, people with real talent? It underscores the kind of sheer grit you need to overcome that initial doubt, that criticism, and actually use it somehow.
That's such a great point. And for her, it clearly wasn't the end of the road. More like a detour maybe? Because just a few years later, things changed dramatically. The document points to 1968, her breakthrough film, Flight T3. That's the one that really put her on the map, gave her widespread recognition.
Absolutely. 3-3 was the launch pad, no question. It just completely changed everything for her career. And the document notes how fast she became this really sought-after star, forming those famous on-screen pairs with big names like Actor 1's name and Actor 2's name.
Yeah, the source lists quite a few hits from that era. Let's see, 33333333333. And it says it was during this really busy, successful period that she got that nickname, the Dream Girl.
Which is just incredible, isn't it, that speed? Going from being told she had no future to being the Dream Girl. That title just perfectly captured her whole appeal, right? And it cemented her place right at the top. If you think about the bigger picture, it just shows how one role, one opportunity can completely redefine everything. A real game changer.
And her life wasn't just confined to the film sets, according to this document. It touches on her personal life, too. There's mention of proposals leading up to her marriage in 1979 to spouse's name.
Right, to Dharmendra, a huge star in his own right.
Exactly. And the document suggests this all happened under intense public scrutiny. Navigating that alongside a demanding career.
Yeah.
That takes something.
It really does. I mean, her personal life was constantly in the spotlight, yet as the source implies, she kept her focus, kept delivering artistically. That's impressive.
Then comes another twist, another unexpected turn mentioned in the source, politics. In 2003, she gets nominated to a major political body, the political body name. And interestingly, the source even includes a sort of rhetorical question about whether she was suited for it. Captures that public curiosity, maybe even skepticism, right? When famous actors step into politics.
It's a fascinating leap, isn't it? From screen icon to the political arena. What does the document say about why, though? What drove that shift? Especially when, people might naturally question it. How does she handle that?
Well, the document doesn't explicitly state her why, but it emphasizes her commitment wasn't just fleeting. It wasn't just a nomination. She was later actually elected as a member of parliament to the Lok Sabha, India's lower house. First in 2014 and then re-elected in 2019.
Okay, so not just a nomination, but winning elections. Twice. That really speaks volumes about her versatility, her dedication beyond the arts. It does make you wonder, what motivates someone with that level of artistic success to dive so deep into politics, which is often, let's face it, a pretty rough world. It suggests a real sense of maybe public service, purpose.
And the document makes it clear her influence goes even wider. It highlights her deep connection to classical dance.
Yeah.
Specifically Bharatanatyam. She's an expert, a performer.
Mm-hmm.
So she's not just an actress who happens to dance. She's a serious classical artist.
Mm-hmm. And that really positions her differently, doesn't it? As a kind of carrier of Indian culture, of heritage. The document sums it up nicely, calling her a multifaceted personality. You've got the dream girl, the actress, the dancer, the politician. And it even briefly mentions her being an environmentalist, too. So her impact is really broad.
Yeah, the source wraps up by calling her story an inspirational story.
Yeah.
Which feels right. So thinking about all this, what's the key takeaway for you, for the listener?
I think her journey is just a powerful example of how you can keep evolving, keep reinventing yourself, really. From that rough start in films, being dismissed, to becoming this beloved dream girl, and then moving into public service, into parliament, it really shows that resilience, combined with commitment to different passions, whether it's art or politics, can open up totally new ways to have an impact. Even when people doubt you, it's like you don't have to be defined by just one thing or by early setbacks.
Absolutely. We've traced this incredible path Hema Malini took. From being told she had no future to becoming this enduring dream girl, a master of classical dance, a dedicated MP. It's a story of, well, persistence. Reinvention against the odds, real tenacity.
Yeah, she really shows that lasting influence, a true legacy. It isn't just about being brilliant at one thing. It's about contributing across different areas, staying committed, adapting, impacting different spheres over time.
So thinking about that amazing ability she had to shift gears, to excel in such different worlds, cinema, dance, politics, what do you think is the most compelling lesson her life offers us about building that kind of inner resilience and finding new ways to make a difference, even when the path forward isn't clear or when you face resistance? What can we learn from that?